we've heard before, waiting 20 years for a Cup race. It's happening. The Cup Series is racing in Iowa. Side by side for the lead as Larson dives into 3 just in front of the 12 of Ryan Blaney. Still 2 by 2 for the lead. And a little contact there. Larson trying to come down. Blaney still had that right front fender there, and now Blaney will surge ahead.
Yeah, Brad is really struggling. Oh, Corey LaJoie has gone around.
He spins on lap 3. So Corey LaJoie around, bringing out the first caution. He was running 20th. 2 and 3 wide back here.
Wow. The 71, Zane Smith, looked like he was really loose on corner entry. The 7 was above him.
I think it was a 3-car, all-Spire car involved incident. The 77 got loose, caught the 71, who got the 7. That is not what the Spire Motorsports organization wants to see. It's nerve-wracking enough with all 3 cars on the racetrack.
See a battle for the lead. Going back a few laps ago, 5 trying to just use all the racetrack, and Blaney was there.
Larson on the outside, Blaney on the inside. Into the restart zone, and back into the gas they go. Drag race into turn 1, and Larson harder into 1. Can he clear him? He does.
Well, that's exactly what Kyle was talking about right there in the radio communication, that he had so much more confidence. Wasn't sure what was wrong with the 12 on entry, but he felt better with his car. Now the 4 moves into second. Oh, excuse me, the 14 of Briscoe.
Chase Briscoe looking strong in practice on Friday, and now running up in the second spot here. Stewart-Haas Racing announced they're closing down their doors, so you know that Chase Briscoe looking for the best runs he can, as he's almost auditioning every race now. And the 16 gets into the wall in turn 2, bringing out the caution for the second time. Now, is this a tire failure for A.J. Allmendinger?
Well, there's contact and a flat right front. We'll have to see which came first, the tire or the contact. Second day in a row. Big hit yesterday for A.J. in the Xfinity car. I mean, a big, big hit. Seems like, I don't know, the shape of this track, when they have tire issues, the angle of the car into the wall is definitely not what you'd like to see. That's a good break for Carson Hocevar. I think he might be in the position for the free pass. Let's see, Jeff, tire first, maybe?
Way out of the line.
Yeah, he fortunately, he felt it, and he was up the racetrack, and you know, fortunately, he failed where it did. It didn't fail in the middle of the corner, so it wasn't as big of an impact.
They did not come, Suarez and Keselowski did not come to pit road this most recent caution, so they are on the same tires they started the race with.
Green.
For the 99 and the 6, it's this set of corners right here. Will their car turn and get away?
Good launch for Suarez, and a little wiggle there through the middle of 2. Here comes Kyle Larson.
I don't think they'll get stage points.
The answer is no, it didn't turn and get away. Kyle Larson just bullied his way through. And to your point, Jeff, this is not what we were seeing with tires, as we see 3 wide there.
3 wide
2
for
tires
fourth.
seems to be working good for LaJoie. I think he's the car down there in the bottom, if I'm not mistaken, that Iowa paint scheme.
Or now a fight for the lead. Here comes Blaney again.
He rolled the top of 1 and 2 and jumped out on that quarter panel of the 5 car. Almost surprised him on corner exit. Good adjustments on the 12 car. Big slide.
And so Blaney's going to try to check out now, as Larson will tuck in behind him. Reigning series champion Ryan Blaney coming back to 1 to go in stage 1. Racing all over the track right now, as you see the racing on the bottom of your screen. But a 3-car length lead for Blaney as he goes down the backstretch for the final time in this stage. Larson a final push. Doesn't look like he'll have enough time, and so Blaney is going to get the second stage win of 2024 here. Christopher Bell is going to restart in 11th. We're going to listen in to his spotter, Stevie Reeves, on the restart.
One. Green flag. Rolling. At the line. Now. Bottom of three. Bottom of three. One outside. Bottom of three. Bottom of three. Bottom of three. Bottom of three. Barely. Back to one outside. One outside. One outside. One outside. Clear. Clear.
Fight for the lead up front. Blaney on the inside. Larson powering by on the outside. He clears him as they go down the backstretch.
I think it's the 42 of John Hunter.
Nemechek. Contact, and around goes the 10 of Noah Gragson and keeps it straight. But the caution does come out.
Yeah, I would listen into the 10 radio here, but I'm not sure it'd be safe for TV.
Here. Just keep your head about you. You're all good.
Keep your head about you. Yep. Oh, yeah. Here's going to be Noah's frustration. Look at John Hunter. They're already 2 lanes down. Now, 10 does block, and then the 42 kind of enters so low and so shallow. He doesn't mean to get into him. He's loose. The 42's loose, but he still was the aggressor and caused the accident.
They were fighting for the 21st position.
Yeah, it's frustrating when you come off, you get a run on somebody and they just block you that badly down the back straightaway. And John Hunter's just like, hey, I'm going to ship it in here, and this is the end result.
I could see that. To your point, if the 10 doesn't move down, then the 42 gets to his inside and he's kind of in a more proper line to enter.
Kyle Larson is on pit road. A little surprised here, and a lonely pit road for Kyle Larson. Kim.
And when I talked to crew chief Cliff Daniels this morning, he said they were laying everything out on the table in terms of strategy. He said, we didn't know what we were going to do until the race started. You're seeing it in action in real time, electing to come down, but it does look like they have a tire issue on the right side. So maybe not a strategy call, just a tire issue for Kyle Larson.
William Byron will be on the inside this time for the restart with Ryan Blaney on the outside. Holding tough on the inside. Blaney just clearing him as we see Logano now working to the outside.
Whoa, Chase Elliott sideways off the corner.
And now in the middle of 3 wide, teammate Alex Bowman goes by him on the inside. And Bowman up the racetrack. Here comes Elliott once again as we see Logano was looking to the inside of Blaney, couldn't make that move. Look how much change of speed there as the caution has come out now. And the caution comes out. Wanted to let you know the 15, they had equipment interference, so Kaz Grala.
Let's see what we see here.
He's already up the racetrack, out of the groove. Makes contact.
Bounces off and keeps going.
Yeah, look, they've not thrown the caution for that through this entire cycle, but for some reason they did on that one.
47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. stayed out, which trapped a lot of people a lap down, and stays on the outside of the 24 of William Byron for the restart. Bowman, the last car on the lead lap, running 18th right now. Steve, what's the strategy for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. not coming to pit road?
I think he could run the next 22 laps.
Maybe.
Right now the strategy is not to wreck with the 24. I think they thought they could make it all the way to the end of this stage on fuel, but now he's lost his track position.
Outside of 3 wide, Denny Hamlin. See Ross Chastain moving up to the inside of Hamlin.
I mean, all that chaos worked out well for Josh Berry.
Would any of the cars in front of them stay out? I mean, 20 laps is all we've had on these tires.
My bingo card didn't have the 47 staying out, so I don't think they will, but I've been wrong more than I've been right today.
Through 3 and 4 for the final time in stage 2 for Kyle Larson. This is going to be his 8th stage win already this year. He leads the field in stage wins. try to get through the field. As now we have Buescher, Keselowski, RFK leading the field back to the green flag. Final stage underway, 132 laps to go in this race.
Big wiggle out of the 17. He collected it 3 wide behind him.
Comes Josh Berry on the inside in the 4. Keselowski's dropped all the way back to 4th after being on the front row.
And Buescher staying out, trapped a lot of cars, still 1 lap down, so only 19 cars in the lead lap.
Big contact, the 5 into the wall, and around he goes. Got collected with the 11, and the caution comes back out. Aggressive racing there coming off of 4.
We're too bad.
And Larson was in the middle of 3 wide as he spins it around, see if he can get back. Suarez hit him on the right rear.
Well, like the
left
99,
rear.
Yeah, 99 car right there gets up the racetrack, gets into the left rear of the 5, and then he's just out of control along for the ride.
It's Buescher who brings it back to the green flag with Josh Berry on the inside. And up the racetrack, Berry runs that 17 of Buescher.
I tell you, Berry's done that multiple times today, using all of the racetrack. Kind of slide job a little bit right there to get in front of Buescher. Now Buescher turning underneath him, a lot of contact.
Buescher had to check up because Berry came out of 4 a little bit slower.
Yeah, Buescher's going to give it right back to him. That's what Berry did to him in 1 and 2. Buescher got underneath him and said, all right, buddy, you're going to play that game. I'm going to play it too.
Berry making that low line work as he gets to the inside of the 17 again. He'll crowd him up the racetrack.
Yeah, let's see what happens over here. Again, overdrives the entry. He's going to slide up in front of Buescher. Buescher checks his entry speed up, trying to get back underneath. He's not going to be able to do it.
Berry gets past and back out front.
So important when a team is struggling. 17 in the wall. Caution.
Caution comes out. Chris Buescher into the wall. He was running 5th.
Right front is flat. I assume that is pre-wall contact. If it's following along.
We hit fairly hard, but there's a chance we caught that one where it's not done.
You see right here, remember, he had stayed out on the racetrack. His last pitted on lap 184. Wow. That was normally a right front. It just won't turn. That one, you saw it get loose.
I'm with you. It didn't look like the rest. It just went straight.
84 to go in Iowa. Blaney, Logano back into the gas.
It already paid off for the 24.
Penske drivers side by side. Logano on the inside, Blaney on the outside, and surprisingly enough, they're the 2 Penske drivers who haven't been to victory lane in 2024. Now Keselowski trying to fight back. A little contact there from Bell, and into the wall goes Kyle Busch.
Kyle's struggling with his race car right now. It's not driving the way he needs it to.
Well, Jeff, you told us 270 laps ago that the drivers were scared on how these things drove on new tires. As now the 8's jumped the cushion. He's in the loose stuff.
Marty, what's happening with Kyle?
Kyle Busch just said, I think I have a tire going down. He had been extremely loose on both extremities, on entry and on exit, as the battle for the lead continues up front. Actually, the battle for second. But Kyle Busch says he thinks he might have a tire going down. Here he comes to Steve. You think about the last 3 weeks for this race team. They've easily had top 10 speed, and they're going to walk away with 3 bad finishes in a row. That's what they cannot have. And Randall Burnett just told Kyle Busch, take it to the garage. We're done.
The reigning Cup Series champion will now see the white flag. It's 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One. The 30-year-old from High Point, North Carolina, has been winless in 2024. He's shown speed. He's shown dominance at other racetracks. And now he's showing that he can get to victory lane at Iowa Speedway. He's the first Cup winner. Ryan Blaney wins in Iowa.
Awesome, man. Awesome job, guys. Way to stick with it all night, man. Great bounce back from Gateway. Super proud of everybody, man. Congratulations. Here's to many more, fellas. Thank you.